My favorite plant, obviously you have many different favorite plants for different reasons. I will say that my favorite plant is the lyrata ficus. It looks like an artichoke, you know, like a big artichoke. It has these enormous, gorgeous, beautiful leaves, and I like it because it's decorative, but it makes me happy. And I will say as well that sometimes we forget all of the benefits of the plants. And one of them is it cleans the air, which is so important, you know, especially when you live in the city and you open the windows, you have so much dust. What they do is they remove the dust. They give you oxygen. But this particular plant apparently is fantastic, great for flu, colds, sore throat, which is incredible, you know, the lyrata ficus. It doesn't need too much water, okay? It needs probably to be watered once a week. It doesn't like to be too wet, especially the roots don't like that. And you need to just wait until it dries up a bit the soil, okay? Then it's important with a little towel or fabric to clean all of the dust from the plants, because they need to breathe, and not then just to give you the oxygen and to remove the dust. That's what they do, they remove the dust. Another wonderful thing of this plant that is very easy to propagate, okay? It's very, very easy to propagate. What I do, and you will see in this other container with water, I cut the top of the plant. Basically, this was like this. You see how you start getting all of the roots, which means when you do that, when you get the roots a bit longer, you just put it in soil in another container, and you will have another beautiful plant. If you leave it in outside in a quite humid area, they grow and grow and grow and grow. It can be a big tree. Indoors as well, it can grow quite high. It depends on the container. If the container is bigger, they grow quite well. They don't need direct sun. They like filtered light, and they like as well some humidity. It's for this one you need to mist. Now we have another great plant, which I love it, is the Zanzibar gem. This plant, it's amazing, because if you are a beginner, it's very hard to kill. First of all, because you don't need to water the plant very often. You water this plant only once a month in summer and once every 2 months in winter. Sometimes you need to remove as well the dust from the leaves. But if you don't have a lot of light as well, they survive. It's a very hard plant. So basically, you can do so many terrible things and it will survive. The usual properties like, reduce the stress, make you happy, lower the blood pressure. They are alive and they breathe. And they give you, being next to a plant, it always gives you some kind of happiness, you know. For people who work with a lot of computers, a lot of electricity, apparently cacti and succulents are really good for that, because they absorb the electricity. They are very easy to look after. This one it takes care of itself, you know. You just only water when the surface soil is dry. Even if you forget for 1 month, it still will survive. We are connected with nature, and we forget that. We forget that we are part of nature. We are part of the earth. We are not supposed to live only with concrete and cement. And I think it's important, and I think it's important to bring a bit of a jungle to your house.